everyone. Welcome back. Another week, another show. Hi, Claire. Welcome to the show. We have a new favorite fan that's at home, recovering. My wife, Claire, has become an avid watcher of the show.
Oh. Speaking of wrestling, we're 2 weeks away from the Elimination Chamber. It's shaping up to be pretty awesome.
It's going to be quite intense.
And it's going to be another chance for bonus points for us.
Yes.
I mean, I'm hoping you guys like my idea. 5 points if you get the winner right, but you get 2 bonus points. We're going to predict who is pinned from
first. Eliminated when.
Yeah.
In what order.
You get 2 points if you get that.
That
if Logan Paul
correct.
Goes out number third.
Yes.
And you
get
pick
that
Logan
correct.
Paul for third, you get 2 points.
Yes.
So it could potentially help Josh and me catch up a little bit.
It could.
Or it could help skyrocket you.
It could help me go even farther ahead of you guys.
But anyway.
Or Team Mark Claire, go ahead of you guys.
I got to watch Raw live last night, and man, I think Mondays are so much better when I get to watch it live. Josh and me are texting each other.
It's not for me. Yeah. I have to not listen to my phone. It was going off incessantly with screenshots and random things.
I realized halfway through the show, I'm like, oh no, Mark's at work.
Yeah. But it was
especially
a good
when
Raw.
you guys are like, oh, that match was great, and it's like, yeah, cool. I can't see it for another hour.
Oh, sorry.
But thanks.
Sorry.
Hey, Brian, what's going on this week in a couple weeks?
Well, thank you for asking. In 2 weeks, we have East of the River Comic Book and Collectibles Show, February 23rd.
Where's that located?
It's located at the American Legion Hall at 566 Enfield Street, Enfield, Connecticut.
What times is it open?
9 a.m. early bird, 10 a.m. general admission to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
$1 to get in. We're going to have 2 floors.
2 floors.
Also, early bird, if you want to come in, $3, $2 more, but you get first pickings.
You get first looks.
And there's going to be an anime and steampunk tarot readings by Michelle Pellin.
Tarot.
What did I say?
Tarot.
Is it tarot?
Tarot.
Tarot cards or
tarot
cards?
Tarot cards.
I've been saying it wrong.
You've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Anyway, Michelle Pellin's going to be doing
Tarot
card readings.
I'm putting you on camera by yourself.
I've
so
been
you can
saying it like that for my whole life, I think.
Really?
I think so.
How? Really?
Not surprising.
Not surprising, by the way.
With all your friends, Jonas, pronounce tarot?
Anyway.
He doesn't say it around me. If he said it around me, other people don't correct him.
No.
Oh, it's true.
I don't know if you noticed this. We go to D&D, I noticed this. When Brian says things incorrectly, no one else has the gumption to be like, hey, Brian, what you're saying is blatantly incorrect. Let me help you. And so you're not walking around the world sounding like a total
This is why
dumbass.
we're best friends.
Unlike our family, we're like, you moron, that's how you say
exactly.
it.
So he'll say things. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Who? I've been saying it this way my whole life.
Well, anyway. Eagle. So anyway, that's happening in 2 weeks. We hope you're there. And then the following Sunday will be
for
the big
tarot card readings.
The big Manchester show.
Yes.
The following weekend.
Yes.
Andrew's show is going to be huge. But we'll talk about that as we get closer.
I want to go to that.
Says my Trump isn't very good, but that's fine.
I don't think you've ever done a Trump on here.
It's huge. It's going to be huge.
I'd rather not say his name or think about that man while I'm doing the podcast.
Well, you know.
Say his name and he may appear.
That's Joe Hendry.
Yes, that's Joe Hendry. I'd much rather have Joe Hendry show up.
Yeah, that would be awesome. If he just showed up all of a sudden.
We all know Seamus wanted a Joe Hendry show.
Yes. Obviously, Super Bowl happened this past weekend.
The Superb Owl.
The Super Bowel, the Super
Owl.
Superb Owl, not the Super Bowel.
God, really?
Superb Owl.
We need to just hold you down and teach you how to speak.
No, he said Super Bowel.
You said Super Bowel.
No, he did.
Mark,
you did.
Mark said Superb
I said Superb Owl. You said Super Bowel.
You know what?
We're going to play it back
When
afterwards.
you're editing, the first thing you said was Super Bowel.
I did not.
No.
You did.
I said Superb Owl.
He said Superb Owl.
I said Superb Owl.
You said Super Bowel.
You said Superb
Let's
Owl.
put a pin here.
I'm gonna put this in right now.
5 minutes
What
in.
you said.
3, 2, 1 is gonna be you saying it over and over again 5 times.
The Super Bowel, 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 But what if?
Super Bowel.
But what if, when you look back at the footage, you did say it's Super Bowel? You'll put
Then
that
we'll
in
just
there.
move on fast.
No, I'll put it in.
Okay,
But
all
I
right.
guarantee you it was you that said Super Bowel.
I'm pretty sure you said Super Bowel.
No, because you said it first. I didn't say. You said Super Bowl. I said superb
Can't
owl.
wait until we see this footage.
And you said
I can't
super
wait
bowel.
because I know I didn't say super bowel.
Well, tarot cards.
You must make me spit out my coffee.
I did it.
All right.
Yeah. It's from the guy who said tarot cards. I definitely didn't say super bowel.
It's going to be so funny.
It's going to be great when you
see that
hear
footage,
yourself saying
you
it
see
5
that
times.
footage, and it's like you saying super bowel.
I mean, we could record 2 versions of this ending right now and be like, oh, see, told you said it incorrectly.
we could stop it right now. Josh could watch the footage, and then we could
We could.
We could.
We
Do
could.
we
Or
wanna
I
do
could
that?
not, and we can move on with the show.
Yeah, let's move on with the
Yay!
show. Let's move. I like that idea.
That's why he's a superb owl producer.
Yeah. So that happened. The commercials
Master
this year, real quickly. I mean, we
Kind
both
of
watched it.
Nothing
they were,
super.
I kind
Nothing
of
super bowel about him.
no, or superb owl.
I prefer super bowel now. I'm going to calling it that from now on.
It wasn't. Oh, it was a kind of a shutout game.
It was a bland game.
It was kinda
over
boring.
by halftime, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Unlike the Patriots game where they came back, the Chiefs did not. The
No.
Chiefs didn't do anything.
Wow, they got
They
steamrolled.
got
put
in their place,
Jeez.
and you could tell that the team did not know what to do with themselves because they were just kind of like dumbfounded on the sidelines.
Yeah. I mean, this. Unfortunately, this would have been their 3rd win in a row, so it's kind of nice
Yeah.
that they lost and get
Yeah.
someone else a turn.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Travis Kelce showed up with a pompadour. He left with a buzz cut. That's how bad it was. Yeah, a haircut
thing-
in the middle of the game.
Good thing he didn't leave with a skin head. Those skin
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Those
Yeah, yeah.
cowboy.
That was creepy.
Oh,
That
that
Fubo
was
hat.
thing.
the Fubo
Commercial.
and the
Was
wizard
it
hat.
Fubo? I thought it was something. It was
No, it's
Philo.
Tubi.
Tubi.
It was
Tubi.
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 It was so creepy.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Like
that was really creepy.
Skin cowboy hat head.
But it was also like a fantasy hats, like the sorting hats from Harry Potter,
Yes.
and a couple other like.
It was
very
supposed to show that you people are in one lane.
Oh, we understand what it was
But
supposed to be, but
Yes.
it was
Why I don't know
creepy.
It was
why
very
they did
creepy.
it that way.
Who like that got all the way through to the point of production. People were like, "This is a great idea. This is gonna look great."
And it wasn't
so glad
just
we're
one
wasting $8
commercial.
million on this.
And it
was
wasn't
creepy.
just one commercial. It was like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, but still,
It was
just
weird.
Yeah. So Super Bowl was it was all right, right? Commercials didn't really move the needle, but we did get a new Thunderbolts commercial online.
New trailer, yeah.
Also, in the beginning last week, we got the new a nice little teaser of
For
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four First Steps.
Now, Mark,
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark, did you watch the whole special or just the teaser?
The whole special.
Yeah.
See, okay,
I just
so
learned
no,
about this today.
there was a whole thing on YouTube where they did a thing at, I can't remember if it was Kennedy Space Center or not, but they had a whole bunch of people around and they interviewed the Fantastic Four.
I had no
I
idea.
had no idea about this.
Yeah, they
This
did
is
a whole
news to me.
thing and then they pressed a button to start the trailer.
Oh no, did
Yeah.
not know anything about it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
I know. I got Josh. You'll have to share that link with us.
Yeah, put it in the group chat that we have now.
Yeah.
because I don't have enough group chats in my life.
Gotta have more group chats.
Brian loves group chats.
I hate them.
You love for someone who hates them. You initiate more of them than anyone else I know.
Like what? Are you kidding me?
Like you started the one with Josh, you and I.
That was no. I didn't start that.
Yes, you did. I did not. I've never started a group chat. I hate them with a passion of 1,000 suns. You started that to the part where you even named it this week. So don't blame this stuff
Wait,
on
we
me.
talking about the
Now it
text
says
one
podcast
or the
chat? Yes.
or
Oh,
the
I named that on my
the
phone, but I
messenger
didn't know
one?
you could see that.
Yes.
I named it on my phone.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it does say
Yeah.
that. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
You initiated that because you texted Josh something about wrestling.
I think we started it because the three of us do the podcast together. It makes sense.
Well, I mean, yes, but you're the one that initiated the chat.
okay,
I'm saying.
okay, maybe I did, but I didn't think.
For someone who hates them so immensely, you do have a tendency to initiate them. I'm saying.
Okay, this is the one I only initiated. To be honest with you,
Well, the ones
Hey,
on Facebook,
no,
you also
Mark started it.
no. Oh,
May
Mark
13th.
started?
I started this
May
one.
13th of last year.
There
All
you go,
right,
buddy.
well, one.
Mark started
and
with
you started the one on
podcast
Facebook.
tomorrow.
And you started the one, the ETV one on Facebook.
Well, the ETV one was like that was like a need. That wasn't like a I wanted to. It's
wow,
so much easier.
Josh,
Like,
call it out, Mark.
well, for the EQTV one, like with all the stuff we have going on now, it was like a way easier way to do it than like messaging you, then messaging Chris,
right,
then
and
messaging
then
Mike,
having
then messaging
a
other
chat,
people.
It makes sense.
But now I have one with like Earl, Chris, and myself, and now one with you guys. It's like a
It's
whole
nice
thing.
to have the three of us, but
Facebook
like,
makes it way too easy to do. That's the problem.
I have never created a group chat To be honest with you, usually I get added to them, but I like the one with the three of us is nice.
Yeah.
There's other ones I prefer. I wish I wasn't in, but I am.
Well, I hate that the fact that on texting you can't get out of a group chat.
You can.
No, I don't know how.
You go to settings.
No.
I don't know if you can. I think you have to like.
Yeah, on an Android you can. Maybe on the Apples you're able to, but on the Android it's not as easy.
They just updated it so you can now. So I can hit the bail button on
Good.
anybody.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna bail a lot of us.
Just so everyone knows, I created the Facebook one.
Oh, look at this!
See?
I didn't create it. I told you I didn't create them.
Well, I'm still blaming you.
Anyway, I like the chat with you guys because we talk about the podcast. I keep it podcast related.
And wrestling.
Because wrestling is what we talk about, so it's nice. And I have
talk about other stuff besides that.
And it's nice to talk to someone about it.
Honestly, it does make me want to watch it more. Because usually when I'm
buy,
watching Raw,
like, shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Bad about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a shirt until Josh told me about it today. When he's like, "Whose shirt is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's Pat McAfee." I'm like, I've never heard Pat say that.
I know. I was.
You ever heard him say "sorry about it"?
I heard him say it maybe once or twice, but I didn't know that was like a catchmoney of his.
I did see him in the commercial.
Oh,
yes.
The flag football,
yes.
yeah.
And
there's a longer version online you could watch.
They talked about
cool.
obviously they showed it during Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, there's a longer version online.
Anyway, moving away from group chats, I don't even know what we were talking about.
Wrestling. We were talking about watching
no, we're talking
Raw.
about Super Bowl commercials.
Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
There wasn't any ones that were memorable.
No.
That were like.
Other than the skin people.
Yeah.
Skin.
And the
halftime show was good.
Totino's
I like
one?
the halftime show. I actually made me a fan of his. I do know that one song, the diss track.
Yes. Not Like Us.
Not Like Us. I do know that one song, but honestly, I thought the way it was performed, the whole
field
was
basically.
really cool looking. I thought that was really well done.
I like the fact that he just did it himself. He didn't bring any he brought
Michelle Williams was out dancing.
No, that wasn't Michelle Williams. That was Serena Williams.
Serena Williams.
Sorry.
There was that one girl that sang that part from the second song.
Oh, and Samuel L. Jackson as
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you also notice the PlayStation controller?
Yes. It was a PlayStation controller single.
It had the X button, box button.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yes.
But I like, honestly, even though I know I'm out of they're getting people
age range
for younger audiences, I still can appreciate, even if it's not for me. I did appreciate the whole showmanship of the whole thing.
I like how it started with the Grand National.
The cleanup from the snowstorm we had. I was shoveling on Sunday before the game.
Oh, yeah.
So on Spotify, they had a Kendrick Lamar playlist that you could listen to. So I kind of brushed myself up on Kendrick Lamar. Because like I said, the only song I ever knew of Kendrick Lamar until about 2 weeks ago probably was All the Stars.
See, I only knew Not Like Us. That's
from Black Panther, All the Stars.
Right. I had no idea.
So that was the only song I knew of his.
Yeah.
Until the Grammys. And Claire was like, no, there's Not Like Us is a big song of his and this other song.
Yeah.
Squabble Up and all that. I'm like, I have no idea what these people are.
Did make me appreciate his work more, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I still it's definitely, it wasn't my favorite, but it was definitely I think really interesting. I think there was symbolism. There was, I think it's just well done. I know Maroon 5 will always be the worst halftime show I've ever seen in my life. So as long as it's not Maroon 5,
yeah, they were one
happy.
of the worst ones. The best one was Prince.
Yeah,
Prince was still really good.
Especially Purple Rain in the Rain.
Francia's house.
Yeah, we did.
The only person that cared about it was Krista Prey. Because he loves Prince.
Yeah, but it was good. I mean, there's been some great acts. There's been not so great acts. I think the Katy Perry one was
it was ho-hum.
It was ho-hum, but the shark stole the show.
Left Shark.
Left Shark. Everybody talked about the Left Shark. But Maroon 5, I think universally everybody was just like, oh boy, this is just...
Maybe Chapel Roan next year?
I don't think she's going to do Super Bowl. But she could. You don't know.
Sabrina Carpenter?
I don't think she's going to do Super Bowl.
Taylor Swift.
No, I think if...
You could do Taylor
Swift.
But
could you imagine, though?
That would be cool. I like that.
What if Taylor Swift goes to Super Bowl and her boyfriend doesn't?
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well...
I don't think she's going to do it.
I think
she's already done it once. She already was...
No,
she was in one of the...
No, she's never done it.
She was in the Bruno Mars one, I think. She played.
Yeah, but she never hosted.
She never did her
She's
own.
never
But
headlined.
she was in other people. She was in another one.
It would be kind of cool if they went to a rock group of some sort. I mean, I always thought the Foo Fighters would be amazing Super Bowl.
I mean, that's like the preeminent pick that we always go to every year when we talk about
Well,
this.
what was the last rock one? Was it?
U2?
Bruce Springsteen or U2? Bruce
I think so.
Springsteen, U2.
Rolling Stones?
Didn't Tom Petty do one?
Tom Petty's was bad, though.
What are you talking about? His is not bad.
It was just them playing. It wasn't, like, very theatrical.
Yeah, I know, but it was.
Well, that was back when it was that way.
Too. Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce
didn't do
Springsteen
anything.
was more like, there had a lot more going on.
Oh, Bruno.
Chili Peppers did one with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
They were. It wasn't theirs, though.
Yeah, it was Bruno Mars. They
Yeah.
came on for a song.
I want to say Bruno Mars was also, I think, Taylor Swift, too. There's a list somewhere. I looked it up
I got it.
that day, and we were going through the worst to best.
But we're
Oh.
for rock. For
Black
rock
Eyed Peas was the
band-
worst one.
Huh?
Usher
Eyed
was
Peas was
last
the
year.
worst.
Yeah, but they're not a rock group. But
No.
yeah, but they had their moment in
Yeah.
the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see the Foo Fighters do it personally. That's my.
Yeah.
That would be an awesome.
I saw that Fire Aid video.
Yeah, Fire Aid was really good when they
Where
had
they
the
did
mini
Nirvana.
Nirvana
Yeah.
reunion
Yeah.
with St.
Oh,
Vincent.
The Who
Patti
did it.
Smith. Not Patti Smith.
Back in
Who.
2010.
Yeah, the Who.
Oh yeah, the Who. They just played all the CBS theme songs.
Yes.
We made
well,
fun of them.
Yeah, because it was on CBS, so why not?
So yeah, it was Bruce Springsteen before that, Tom Petty,
Yeah.
Prince, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paul McCartney, Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
There's some good ones there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it seems like it's been more
it's
hip
more
hop.
well because it's more younger
Yes.
audience.
I like to call it the hip hop.
Hip hop,
The
pop,
hip hop
or
What was
that kind of stuff.
Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar,
weekend.
The Weekend, which was awesome.
Dr.
Yeah.
Dre,
Yeah,
Right.
and all them. That's
We had
West
all the
Coast.
old rappers come
the
out.
West Coast one.
Yeah.
Where's Super Bowl next year? That usually is a kind of a tip off
Is
of
it,
where they're going.
they just wasn't it Miami?
Pitbull.
They could do Pitbull. He has enough songs. He could just sing Fireball.
It's in Miami, so
He could just do Fireball over and over
yeah.
again.
He does own the.
Oh, Shakira
Oh no,
and
no,
Jennifer
Santa Clara,
Lopez.
California.
Where is it?
So back in the West Coast, Santa Clara.
Oh, it's San
California.
Francisco.
Yeah, that area.
What's a San Francisco band?
There's a lot of bands from.
Green Day.
Could be
No.
Foo Fighters technically.
It could be Foo Fighters. That'd be a place for Foo Fighters. San Francisco.
Do you see the Nirvana tribute that he did with his
Yeah,
daughter?
so we were
just
just talking
talking
about that
about
when
that.
we were looking up things.
Oh, sorry.
It was really good.
But yeah, like them, Green Day maybe.
Nah, Green Day would be more Washington,
No,
Portland.
Green Day is more Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's like that area, kind of.
West Coast. If you just
Yeah.
go
I
West
mean,
Coast.
what they could do is have like a lot of different guest
could.
appearances.
They could. You guys have the Olympics going on in a couple years too, so you got all that going on as well. But,
Yeah.
That's next
but yeah,
year,
we'll
isn't
find out. I'm sure
Oh,
they'll
winter-
announce it
it?
sometime.
Winter Olympics is next
the
year.
summerish.
Yeah. We really didn't have a plan for today's show, did we?
No, we didn't,
I
no.
feel
It's
because
kinda
we just jumped into it.
Yeah, there's nothing really going on really.
There's a lot.
It's a real potpourri show.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. So, Mark, I'm still in season 1 of Shrinking.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Still loving it. Really great show. Harrison Ford. I think this show was meant for him.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
I just got to the part of the series where he tells his daughter about the Parkinson's.
Yep.
Then she's like, "You should move in with me." And then he's like, "I can't move in with you." And I was like, "Oh my god!" It was kind of ridiculous because she went from like 1 to 100.
Yeah.
And so then it's like one episode after that, or 2 episodes, they have the party.
Yeah.
And he ends up sleeping with his coworker.
Yes.
And then the aftermath of that.
Yes. Yes.
But great show, love it.
yeah.
So we're almost done with season 1. Mythic Quest episode 3 is out. Episode 4 comes out tomorrow.
Yes.
Great season so far.
So far,
I
so
think
good.
this is way better than last season.
Very much so.
There's more structures.
Yes.
Like we know where we're going.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
And then I started Dexter Original Sin.
Okay.
Never seen a Dexter show in my life, but this is a prequel.
Yeah.
I'm actually liking it a lot. I'm in episode 3 because I have Paramount Plus until March.
So there you go. You got to use it up.
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar's in it, so I was like,
okay.
I gotta watch it because she's in
you
it.
You are a Buffy fan.
I
now.
am. So Original Sin. It's weird. If I finish Original Sin, I will watch
Dexter.
the original Dexter on Netflix because it's on there.
You might. Isn't John Lithgow in the original Dexter?
Yes.
He plays
Yeah.
a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. In the yes,
Yes. Anyway,
he was amazing in it.
it's weird because the show's a little like.
I watched Dexter for a little while and then got like out of it for some reason.
It's
I
a
think
Showtime
wasn't
show?
the first year you watched? Like
I
the
remember
first
watching
season?
it. The John Lithgow was in it. That's why I watched it. And then after that, after he wasn't in it anymore, I'm like, well, I don't really need to watch this show anymore. And it got weird.
It's got that Showtime look to it. It's like very oversaturated colors.
Very hazy.
It takes place in Miami.
Yes.
So it's got that
That
feel.
haze to it.
But Christian Slater's great. Patrick Duffy's in it. He's pretty good.
Wow.
The whole cast is pretty good. It has a little cheese to it, and I think that's why I like it.
Well, that's Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
It's a Paramount Plus cheese.
It's got that little cheesiness, but it's
Yeah.
fun. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that. Highly recommend. If you haven't watched it yet, watch the SNL music
I
documentary.
did. We watched it over the weekend.
Oh my! Wasn't that beginning
fantastic.
mashup
Yeah.
amazing?
Yeah.
It was like whoever did this needs to win an
Questlove.
award. Did Questlove do it?
Questlove directed the whole thing.
Oh my God! That
It was a
mashup. was-
Questlove joint or jam, whatever
You're
you call
totally
it.
right.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
That mashup was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was great.
That was probably one of my favorite
Yeah,
documentaries.
it made me excited for the
50th.
music, live music anniversary thing
this Friday
weekend.
at 8:00,
Yeah.
they're doing the music, and
Yeah.
then we're getting the big one on Sunday. This is
Yeah.
like my Super Bowl weekend. I'm
Yeah.
so excited for
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah,
But like,
it's gonna be good.
yeah, and we still haven't watched the cowbell documentary.
Those were tough to get through. Not because they're not good. It's just they're kind of dry.
Well, we watched the 5-minute one, which is all about the tapes,
Yes,
the
beginning,
rehearsal.
Yes,
We haven't watched the writing room.
the writing room is a tough one.
We
That's
have-
the one that's a little dry.
Yeah, but I love all this stuff.
Yeah, I do too. But it's even I was like, oh man, this is a tough get through.
But they're less than an hour. Like 40
Yeah, but
minutes.
they feel long.
Yeah. Well, I
They
gotta
feel
watch
long.
it.
It's a lot of information.
I gotta watch
It's a lot of it's information dump kind of.
the cowbell, the writing room,
The cowbell one was good.
and then I think there's one more I gotta watch. So I got
Yes.
3 more
yeah,
to watch.
yeah, the one where the lost year.
Yes, when
The year
Lorne
when Lorne
Michaels
wasn't there.
when he left.
Yes.
Is that the year they went with all the celebrities?
Yeah, that's where Robert Downey Jr.
and Anthony
Randy
Michael Hall.
Quaid, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah, but they weren't celebrities back then, John.
they
No,
were kind of
but
like
They were sort
kinda
of
nobodies.
low.
well, they were just
They
coming
were
off
they were
Breakfast
like
Club.
low level, but they were still considered
Yeah.
celebrities. They had done movies and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
what I
they
mean by
weren't like
that's what I mean by
superstars like they are now.
celebrity.
No,
Julie
yeah.
Louis-Dreyfus.
Julia Dreyfus, Billy
Yeah.
Crystal.
She was on Soap, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
she at
yeah,
the time?
she was
No.
Billy Crystal. They came
Billy
over from that.
Crystal.
They went to that afterwards, I think.
But
I watched Saturday night the movie.
yes.
Oh, you did?
It was
Good.
amazing.
Yes.
Like I didn't know Billy Crystal was like possibly going to be on it, and then was cut last second.
Now they're going to be re-airing the very first episodes this Saturday.
Ooh,
You watch that first episode,
yeah.
and we watched the first episode when we watched the movie. They did a fantastic job, one-to-one.
Yeah, everyone looks
recreation.
exactly like him.
But like
It's
they
weird.
recreated the sketches.
The sets and everything.
Oh my God, you're like, wow. And they didn't
Yeah.
like exaggerate. They didn't like
No.
change things.
I mean, they probably did a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't.
no, but the
It was
sketch
very
wise,
much, yeah.
on point.
Yeah.
On point. Like
Yeah.
definitely rewatch that first episode.
It's like the
you
birth
can
of Andy
watch it on
Kaufman,
demand
the
on
Andy
Peacock.
Kaufman thing. It was amazing.
Oh, so good. And it's so funny because that's what's his name from Succession.
Yes.
He played Andy Kaufman and he played Jim Henson.
Yes.
He played 2
Yes,
roles.
he did.
And he did great.
He was
for
great
both.
as Jim Henson.
Yes.
He was amazing.
They're putting my puppets in
much
derogatory
true.
positions.
Inappropriate positions.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get you those sheets. I have never been given a script.
Yeah,
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I know, yeah. That was a great movie, though. They
Yeah.
did a great. I think
Ivan Reitman?
Ivan Reitman
Yeah.
did that. He did a great job.
Yeah.
And I love how frantic it was.
Yes.
It was all about that first
Very
night.
much showed. The guy who played Paul Schaefer was pretty on point.
Yes, that was Dustin. He was in Love, the show
Yes.
Love.
Yeah. A lot of those kind of actors, like Phil Wolfhard as the page,
Yes.
was
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a small role, but yeah.
But still, it was just very good.
Yeah.
The
But
guy who played Chevy Chase was really good.
in the Milton Berle scene.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons is Milton Berle.
Yes.
Now, after that scene, I was talking to a friend about that, and I go, that's true? And he's like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And Friends, Rachel
Yeah.
made reference to that, and I
Yeah.
never got that my whole life.
Yeah.
Come to find out, this is something that was
Yeah.
well known in the
Yeah.
industry.
He would
And
just
I'm
whip
not going to
out his-
ruin it for anybody,
Yes.
but he was literally and figuratively a big D word.
Yes. Yes.
But the women knew he
Yes.
had the big D.
He had a Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes,
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons was like,
He was
wow,
great.
he
William
was
Dafoe
great.
was great.
Yes, William Dafoe
Yes.
as the executive.
Executive. Yeah.
The guy playing Lauren Michaels was fantastic.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd. They picked, like, everyone who they picked was perfect.
Yeah.
John Belushi's guy was amazing.
And it was all true. So Lauren Michaels.
And the guy
is-
from New Girl as Garrett Morris.
Yes.
He was great.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was great. He's like,
Yeah.
why am I here?
Yeah,
I'm
a action actor.
I'm
Why am I here?
I'm from Broadway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was great.
I'm not even a comic.
Yeah. And I mean, you watch
And he
the old
ended up being the
SNLs,
first Ant-Man.
He really was a good actor.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He was the one, like, actual actor.
The straight
like,
guy,
yeah,
almost.
Basically.
And Lauren Michaels, that whole thing, I can't remember if that was his girlfriend or wife. She did have.
wife.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. Was dating Chevy
Yeah.
when they were doing the show
Yeah.
outside the marriage.
Yeah.
Lauren Michaels is like, okay,
70s, man.
this is how it is, I
The
guess.
70s. That's how it did. That's what you did back then.
But anyway, I'm excited for the 50th. I hope we get a lot of surprises.
Oh, sure we will.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't like. I know they've already announced the guest list, but I don't want
Yeah.
to see it. I just want to go in excited.
Yeah. They announced some of the people, not
Yes,
everybody.
yeah.
But yeah, I love how they're doing the music on
Friday. Yeah.
live as opposed to doing it during the special.
Yeah, during the 40th, they didn't do any music.
Yeah.
40th was just
Yeah.
sketches and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But this makes sense. It's the 50th. It's a big one.
It's crazy, though. There's like a channel on Fubo now that's just SNL. It just airs Saturday Night Live all day, all night.
Peacock has that too.
Yeah.
Peacock has a channel. It's just
Which is
SNL,
pretty cool.
Which is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially around holidays. They'll just,
Like, I'd love to watch, like, the documentary was great of the music, but it'd be
Yeah.
awesome to, like, watch all the, like, old movie, like, all the old music acts.
yes. The old episodes on Peacock, you can.
Yeah. But instead of just watching all the episodes, if
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
just a way to watch, like, all the music
Musical
acts,
acts.
Gotcha. Yeah.
and
That
just be
would
able to
cool.
go through them all and see them all.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could do it on YouTube, but
It's tough.
Yeah.
Copyright.
yeah,
But
exactly.
you could.
Yeah. If Peacock's listening, that'd be the thing to do. Put together a YouTube playlist of all the music acts.
Well, on Peacock, there is a SNL 50 tab, and it has playlists of a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool. A whole Lonely Island playlist, a whole Please Don't
Yeah,
Destroy
yeah.
playlist,
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of like old. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool. They might have a music playlist on there. I'm not sure.
they could do it.
Um.
But I started watching Invincible. Season 3 is out.
Yes, I keep.
First 3 episodes.
I haven't even watched season 2.
Oh my gosh. You got so much to catch up on.
I forgot all about that show. I feel like I just it lost steam.
This year they did a you could tell I'm assuming for expediency or cost effectiveness, they've notched the animation down a tiny bit.
But the animation never was a strong suit. It was
Well,
good, but it
was
wasn't great.
like season 2 it looks really clean.
Yeah.
And this year I think it's more back to season 1 quality.
Season 1 was
It's a little bit grainier, a little bit more comic booky looking.
Yeah, yeah.
Where season 2 looked very like high def
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
It took a long time to get out.
It did take a long time.
So I think they're like, hey, we need to not like waste the money on getting the comic out, make it look good. Let's get the story out. The story tells itself. We don't need to no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, that line mark is kind of weird.
Yeah, I should jump back into that.
But
I mean,
yeah.
I started rewatching Vox, and I got like in episode 4 or 5, and because all these new shows are out.
You gotta do it when you gotta binge it when you get the time, man.
I know it's tough.
It's
And
got Shorzy coming in like 2 weeks.
Shorzy's coming at the end of the month.
Yeah.
I've been going through all these GI Joes. That's been my whole January.
Yeah.
Is this GI Joe project?
You listen to G.I. Joe, the cartoon, as you go through the G.I. Joe?
No. I just have nonsense on the TV because I can't pay attention.
That could be the G.I. Joe shows.
It could be the GI Joe.
They are pretty much nonsense.
So
There's like a whole channel on Amazon of just G.I. Joe.
I'm sure.
You can just watch every episode. You can watch Mask. You can watch all of it. It's crazy. Mask doesn't stick up.
No, remember we talked about that.
Yeah.
We
There's a couple episodes that are kind of iffy.
I had to go through all the figures and collect all the weapons.
Yeah.
And basically, I had a box of weapons. I had to go through all the weapons.
Yeah. Catalog them and find out where they go, who had
Look
what.
them up. Yes, it took forever. It took at least 3 or 4 nights.
Well, now you know how that's what happens when you get those big collections like that.
Yes.
The work you got to do.
I know. But
hey.
Now I'm selling it. So
Get rid of them. Everything must go. PK Toys.
Yeah, I've already made sales. I got more sales in the works.
Nice.
And what I don't sell will be coming to the shows with me.
There you go.
I'm kind of hoping I'll sell the majority of it before that. But
yeah.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I saw some of it on the old Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
I can tell when you're getting antsy. You start putting stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, but that's where I go when I'm not doing shows. It works. There's
a lot on there. You could find pretty much anything on there.
There's the randomest stuff on there.
Yeah.
That like pop up because you'll scroll, then like the store will pop up with something. And it's like, what? Why would like hockey? Like someone was selling 500 hockey pucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing with 500 hockey pucks? Like I can understand like
gotta get rid of them.
No, but that's what I mean. It's like I can understand like the ones with like logos on them, but like 500 blank hockey pucks.
Yeah. Well, it's like Bill from Zombie Hideout, like, is got a hockey collection that he purchased, or he's working on selling on consignment, and it's just like the amount of stuff in there. And he was like sending me photos and stuff. It's like, what the heck? I don't have that brain power.
I know. Oh, because was he asking you if you knew how much they were worth?
No, he was just, hey, would you be?
Oh,
do you know anyone that would be interested in this?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but. I know. I'll pass along. I'm not gonna guarantee they're gonna actually buy it.
I mean, my kitchen still looks like a tag sale. Still got 3 tables set up with G.I. Joe stuff on it.
But your house must love that.
She doesn't have any problem with it right now.
Right now. I love you said right now at the very end.
Wow.
She doesn't have any problem with it right now.
She would tell me, and there's been no problem.
There's no one coming over
as long as
right
you're
now.
selling things still.
Yeah.
If it was just sitting there.
Oh yeah.
That'd be different.
The whole point was to sell it. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he wasn't working on it, she'd definitely be like, okay,
you need to get
you
yourself
don't need
one
to
of
be
those
here no more.
Lightbox things so you can take photos and make it look nice. So just like sitting on a table.
I got to make money. I'm not going to spend.
Yeah, but the money that you when you sell things, you use for the
honestly
propagate the thing.
If you just get white like cardboard.
Oh, I did one at Claire's office. I used just like copy paper.
Yeah.
And just like made a box out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was like, they were like all astonished. Like all her coworkers were like, you just like made a light box like right here. I'm like, yeah. I went to school for this. It's like it's not that difficult.
No.
Because they're like trying to do like a display of like they're giving away like a hygiene kit with like new patients.
Yeah.
So they're like trying to promote it. And I'm like, all right, hold on. And I just like folded some piece of paper, got like one of their logos printed out on a piece of paper, and just took a picture of it.
Makes it look nice.
And they're like, oh my gosh.
But
like we could have done this. I'm like, yeah, you can.
Believe me, I don't need.
Here's my bill.
Just the fact I put GI Joes up has not stopped. I have a kind of a small list of people, so it's been fine.
Yeah,
I get it. Some of the figures, because I have them in plastic bags, I have all their weapons. Having it on a white piece of paper would make everything pop. Totally understand that.
Yeah,
but I did think of that. I was like, ooh. But
I toy with it every once in a while. Like I'll get like if I'm in between hobbies. I'm like, oh, Lego, kind of pricey. Maybe I can get into something else. And I always think I see those guys online that just buy packs of cards and just open up cards.
Yeah, I know. But then what do you do with them?
And just like sell them. I'm like, I could, that'd be fun. I'd like to do that.
Wait, you're gonna get into cards now?
No. No. But it's like the moment where like you think about it.
Yeah.
And it's like the production quality of it is so like chintzy looking.
Oh, some of those guys literally just have like
very fancy looking
a picture behind, and they're just going.
Yeah, just have like their phone like here.
Yeah,
and it's just like their hands. And it's just
you're
like,
talking about making a
the actual guys that rip online.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna start collecting cards.
No.
Brian, there's a whole niche.
Oh, I know.
There is. It's
thing
weird.
Of people where they're literally it'll be them, and it's a pictures of like
Well,
sports
Matt
stuff,
used to
whatever,
do,
and then you rip the
Yeah, he
you
used to do like the comic book Blitz,
Yeah.
where he would have a comic and then he would draw a character
Yes.
out of the comic.
Yeah.
But like the first time he did it, he literally just had like his phone like mounted on a
Yep.
T-bar thing, like attached to a pole or something.
Yeah.
And like I finally like broke down one day and I'm like, I need to come over to your place and make this look better because I can't watch it anymore.
Why?
Well, because it's just like because the camera would be like weirdly angled and stuff. I don't know. When I watch people do stuff like that, and I'm like, all you have to do is just do this, just turn it just like that, and it'd be so much better. Does that not bother you? Is that just a me thing?
It depends. I do see things.
Like in production stuff, if you see
Yes.
like small things that are just like if you just did one little thing, it would make it a bazillion times better.
It just depends.
It drives you mildly insane if
It
you
will
don't
drive me
say something.
if I notice it right away and I can't stop focusing
Yeah.
on it. But if I don't notice it,
It's everywhere.
Then it
This is
doesn't
my
bother me.
life. Everywhere I go,
I
I
have
think
to-
about
problems,
this.
Mark.
No, it's everywhere I go,
It's
like,
it's also Mark's fault because of helping him with stuff. I'll watch a show and I'll be like, audio's off by half a second.
Oh my gosh, I can't watch stuff. I've turned stuff off because I can't watch it because of things.
That's crazy.
Production quality things bothers me. Like the biggest thing that gets me. I don't know if you have this from. This could be just be a me thing again.
Sounds like a you
but
thing.
if there's like a continuity thing
Yeah.
that's off. Like if
That's not where
there's a
their
shot where
bottle
like
was. yeah.
this cup is here,
Yeah.
and then like they cut to a shot of you, and then
Yeah.
they come back and the cup's like here.
Yeah.
That'll bug me. That'll take me out of the whole thing.
Why? That's weird.
I can't
actually,
handle it.
It depends. If it's a comedy, it does not bother me. I find it to be kind of neat. If it's something where they've paid attention to all these details, and like Game of Thrones when the Starbucks cup showed up,
That's like that stuff's fine. But
that,
I'm like,
to me,
those things
that
are
is
kind
so
of funny.
sloppy because the show is
Yes.
so detailed
But if it's
oriented.
like a guy has a shirt that's like unbuttoned, and then like you come back the next shot and it's like buttoned up,
yeah.
I'm like, wait, when did he button his shirt?
Yeah, but doesn't your brain fill in the gap? My brain just fills in the gap.
No, because
No.
our
My
problem
brain
is
goes to-
we know that they didn't.
Why did no one catch
Yeah.
that and be like, hey, we have to reshoot this whole thing again because your shirt was buttoned incorrectly?
You know why they
But
did it?
Brian-
It's called money.
But Brian, you
didn't
also
want
see it where like you'll cut to somebody and they'll be talking, and they'll cut to the other person, and they'll cut back and their hair is different.
Yeah.
You're like, how did that? You could tell like something was shot in 2 different days because the background lighting is
Yeah.
different.
This has never really bothered
Oh,
me.
no,
Oh, drives me
all the
insane.
time.
Drives me insane.
Never bothered me. I mean,
Even color differences.
I
Like,
can't
it's-
tell you the
yeah.
last time something like this has happened that I've noticed something.
Even
like
here,
that.
if like I'm watching somebody do something
Yeah.
and I know that's not the way you should do it, I will tell them to stop their show and
that's-
fix it.
That's different. You're here. You can control that.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost them money to reshoot.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, but like,
Big production. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what? We just got to get the shot done.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Mark,
Costs us
I
money.
remember Mark stopping a show because a book on the bookshelf was upside down.
Yeah,
Well, that would bother me too
that drives me insane.
because the book was.
That no one else notices it.
It would. It would.
But
Bother
the thing that
me.
bothers me about the TV stuff and like movies and stuff is that there's a process, and the thing is, I know the process of how it was made. I know the amount of people that have to see it, and that there's a person hired to handle that
Yeah.
on the set. And like that's the thing with me. I think that's what gets me the most. It's like there's multiple people that could have said something during this whole process
Well,
and been like, "Hey, that's not right."
some things fall through the crack. Why did the Starbucks cup show up on Game of Thrones? That should have been taken care
Exactly.
of. It went through filming, it went through editing, and the CG.
CG,
Yeah. And
everything.
then nobody
and
was
no one
like-
could have just CG'd out the
lighting
cup
and
And
everything.
they did after it aired.
after it aired.
Yeah,
that's what
after
I'm
it
saying.
aired, but that's like stuff like that where it's like
That's the
There's
stuff
so
that bothers.
many
Like it does,
eyes on
like
it.
when it did
'cause they're
happen,
rushing.
and I found out about it. It bothered me. Like the thing is, like it'll like be the only thing I pay. Like I'll pay attention to that, and it'll take me out of the rest of the story. I'll just be like, that's incorrect.
Right.
Fix that, and then if you fix it and it goes back over here, then I'm fine again.
Well,
That's all.
this kind of ties in to what we're going to be seeing this Thursday night at 8:20 p.m. Captain America: Brave New World.
Yes.
Speaking of continuity, we
BMW, as we call it,
have Harrison Ford will be taking over the role
of William Hurt.
I mean, who plays
the thing of
Ross.
that is that guy passed away, so it's not like
that's
continuity.
different.
But
you can't really drag
he
out a
did
dead
have a
corpse.
mustache, and now he doesn't have a
Well,
mustache.
you could shave off a mustache. It's years since the last one happened, so that's different. You could change your facial features.
It's weird. I wasn't that I know we're seeing it, and my excitement was just kind of but I feel like today I was watching some like what the movie is going to be.
I really
about.
don't give two hoots about this movie.
And now
to be quite
I'm actually a little excited for it.
I am not.
Because this is why I'm excited for it. Because this is the beginning. This movie is the beginning of them building the Avengers 2.0, and that gives me
hopefully
the review I watched.
Yes.
This is
I mean, I'm more.
So Ross is trying to. He's president now.
Yes.
And he reaches out to Sam Wilson, who is now Captain America, and he basically says, "I want you to get the Avengers
back together,
but."
Then it turns into a montage movie.
The Avengers,
like the Muppets.
He wants this time to be an arm of the United States government, like the military.
Like Tony Stark didn't want it to be.
Well, no, Ross had started the Accord.
Which Tony Stark was for.
Tony Stark was for it, where Captain America was
not
against it.
Civil War.
That's
so
what created
technically
Civil War.
At that time. Captain America now was the Falcon, and he was on Captain America's side during that time.
I don't remember.
And he was against this decision because he's the one that fought Rhodey, and that's how Rhodey got paralyzed because he took him out and he crashed in Civil War outside the airport.
No, Vision.
No,
Vision blew up the suit. That's why he crashed.
Oh, but wasn't Falcon
Anthony
fighting
Mackie
him?
was no. I think they were fighting. Then he tried to save him.
Yeah.
And as he was falling,
they're on different
missed him.
teams.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying he didn't paralyze him.
No, I'm saying, but during that fight is when he got paralyzed.
Yeah.
But so why? Back to continuity.
We're gonna find
out. The assumption would be then that Sam would not be into that idea because he was against it when Captain America, Steve Rogers, was against it. So why would he not be?
This is what the movie's about. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Because Ross wants the new event. There's a reason why he wants the Avengers back together, a 2.0 version.
Yeah.
But also, he doesn't want to go through what they went before with Civil War. He wants it to. That's where the conflict comes in.
So is the thought going to be that?
Well, Sam
because we
Wilson,
know the next movie after this is Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Would the thought be then that the Thunderbolts then are that team?
This is where the conflict is because Sam Wilson says to Ross, what's going to happen when we don't agree on a conflict?
Yeah.
We don't see eye to eye. And I think that's where the now
that's when he brings the Thunderbolts.
I have two thoughts of these two movies. I'm glad you brought up the Thunderbolts because Thunderbolt is also the nickname that Ross is nicknamed in the comics.
Thunderbolt Ross.
So, if this movie goes in this direction, by the end of it, the Avengers are going to get back together, but Sam Wilson's like, man, I'm just not for us being controlled by the government. But
or you don't agree with this one thing that they want to do.
But the Thunderbolts
but they get
are
Winter
the group,
Soldier to go with it.
Are the group that might be controlled by an arm of the government. Because the strings are being pulled by Julie Louis-Dreyfus's character.
Yes.
Who we don't know where she's getting her.
We also don't know where or how he turns into Red Hulk.
Right. So we don't.
So that could be the thing that causes them to not.
Right. So I'm actually kind of excited now to see where this goes.
I'm moderately excited. I'm not woohoo. I'm more excited for Thunderbolts.
Yes.
And I'm more excited for Fantastic Four. I'm way excited for Fantastic Four.
I agree with you, Mark. But
Captain America is just the palate cleanser to get me back into Marvel again.
I'm looking forward to this because it's going to be more grounded, but I'm also excited because I think getting a ball rolling on something finally is kind of nice. I kind of like that. I just feel like we've just been floundering. Yeah. We don't know where we're going. But I feel like this.
Did you pre-order your popcorn bucket and cup yet?
No, I'll just buy it when I'm there.
Okay. We're gonna go to the.
We're going to Springfield.
I know we're gonna go to another theater and get the Shield bucket.
No, I'm not going to waste my money on more buckets. I have so many buckets. I will buy a bucket maybe.
I think I already have mine pre-ordered.
Look at you.
Well, could I do the thing where I order the stuff beforehand?
Oh, okay.
So you guys go there, pick it up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have gift cards. So it's like, why would I wait in line if I don't have to?
Yeah, but I will tell you.
Because I did it with you guys last time, and it was painful. I was like, this is not what I want to do anymore.
Why? Oh,
Just
wait.
waiting in line.
Well, yeah.
I hate lines.
We're gonna head out at 7.
I can never be a European. They love queues in England. I don't like lines.
So Mark, we're gonna leave at 7. I know the movie starts at 8:20.
Well, I'm probably just gonna I'll probably here
But what time are you leaving?
6. I got it at 6. So
Will you head over there at 6
Well, no. I mean, I get done here at 6. I'll probably just hang out here
until 7 or 7:30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be packed.
I'm not gonna go home because if I go home, then I'm just gonna stay home.
It was really like the seats were going quick. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at our theater now, see what we got here.
But I am excited for it today. I don't know why. I just was like getting into the story, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds actually pretty interesting. So, and Harrison Ford.
So
it's the year of the Ford, baby.
Since I did have the gift cards, because I got a lot of gift cards for Christmas, I already have the popcorn tin pre-ordered, and ready to go.
Okay. So. Can you show it to me? What does it look like?
I don't know if I have it.
Can I Google it?
Yeah, it's a 130-ounce tin. They do have a. You can also get your delivered to your house too, by the way.
Yeah, I know you can do that.
There's also
is it the helmet? It's the blue helmet.
Is it?
It's $35. That's that. That's it.
Is that what I'm getting?
I saw that at West Springfield already. They're already selling them.
I don't know.
There's also one with a Red Hulk.
Maybe it's the Red Hulk one.
Oh, and guess what else is going to be introduced in this movie? This is what I'm super excited about. Antimanium. Well, I can't say that word right.
Animantium?
Oh my God.
Adamantium.
No. Anna. Man. Tium. Put it all together.
Animantium.
There you go.
Why am I saying?
I thought it was adamantium.
I want to say Animaniacs.
You want to say Ant-Manium?
Yeah.
Mark, I thought it was adamantium. Is it A-D,
I don't
not
know.
A-N?
No, Mark's right. That is
Whatever
being
you say. It's fine
so
with me.
the celestial that froze in the world, we're finally
Yes.
getting answers.
Yes.
It comes from that.
So this is the cup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's adamantium.
Adamantium. So Mark,
A-D-A-M.
the adamantium
Yes.
is coming from the frozen
A-N-T-O.
celestial.
That makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes, and now that's another plot point that's very interesting because we all know where that goes. Wolverine,
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
But
So-
it also sort of
Yeah.
sets up that
Well,
that's what
technically-
vibranium is too.
Yes.
Because that's a
Because it's a
comet
new,
from or whatever.
it's
Wakanda,
a
yeah.
new element that the U.S. can grab.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Wakanda already has theirs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now,
Has vibranium and they won't give it away.
right. So now they have a new thing to fight over. But this could lead to our new Wolverine, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Like this is all kind of cool. So
Yeah.
I don't know. The more I know about this movie, the more I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So the
And
thing
that's
is,
gonna
like
be a lot.
with the soft drink situation at the Cinemarks. I'm gonna put this out there for Cinemark to hear it.
They're not listening.
Their choices aren't very stellar.
Are you getting that popcorn bucket, which is cooler?
I don't know. It's a metal. It's a tin.
Oh, it's a metal tin. That's $42, $47 on
The eBay's.
on Cinemark.
Yeah.
That
It says on the thing. Hold on. I'll show you what I got here.
You should know what. Oh, that's the Shield.
That's the Shield one. That's I think Regal.
That's AMC.
Oh, AMC. We don't have one of those around here.
No.
No, I think the closest one is Plainville.
Yeah, it's a Captain America 130-ounce Falcon Hulk tin.
I just Googled tin.
So I don't know.
All right. Oh, It's that one.
Okay.
That blue one.
Yeah, I'll
maybe.
take that. That's cool looking. I don't need a helmet. That's weird.
The helmet's kind of cool.
It's neat, but what are you going to do with it?
$35.
Yeah, I'm not going to drop that kind of money in.
Like, if it was 25, I would go for it.
Yeah.
It's just 34.
Yeah. Like, I would go for the cup, but I don't drink soda. Like,
yeah, I don't drink
that.
soda.
So it's like, I don't really, like, need it.
Oh, no, I have so many of those big cups
Yeah, I
from
still have
like.
a bucket and cup from Deadpool 2 sitting in my cabinet at home.
I have all
I
my
have,
cups.
I have the bucket. I have
Claire's
the,
like, what are we going to do with this? Like,
I have
I
the
don't know.
popcorn bucket from when it was Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Ghostbusters.
I got
I'm
the
using it as,
Ghostbusters.
I'm
I was
using
using it
it
as a candy
to
dish
hold
for-
the.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but we're
That's my
using
candy
ours to
dish,
hold
yeah.
potatoes in.
I have my Slimer ones in my office.
Yeah, the Slimer one's cool. I have that
Yeah.
one too. Remember we got the Monarch.
The Monarch one's in my office, too.
Godzilla
Yeah.
one.
They usually end up here because I have no other place in the house for them. So what am I going to do with them?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get maybe some sort of after credit like push about maybe who they're going to reach out to for the next Avenger that's going to
Well-
join 2.0.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming, I don't know if their plan is to have multiple Avenger teams because they've already started the Young Avengers kind of recruitment.
Not really. It hasn't happened.
Well, no,
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
at the
it did.
end of
I
Marvels,
know, yeah, but beyond that, we
where
haven't.
she goes and recruits Haley Allen.
But yet again, an ending that has not paid off yet. So as of right now,
It's
Well, we
going
haven't
to. They've already
we haven't
No, I'm just
gone there
saying
yet.
they
But
have
yes.
discussed that after Thunderbolts and this, the next TV show could possibly or is slated to be the Young Avengers,
Yeah.
but they haven't confirmed it yet. But that's the rumor of where it's headed.
Yeah. So that's the thought process. So I
But
don't know.
let's,
We'll see what happens.
but I'm
Because
just saying, like,
that's-
I want their movie wise, not TV
Do we
wise.
get Samuel L. Jackson back in this, you think?
You could,
Because Nick Fury's still technically around.
yes,
He was in space,
yes.
but he could be involved.
It would. What would be
If they're
kind?
remaking the Avengers, the thought would be that he would
Well,
be
that's
involved somehow.
Yes.
but he would probably be against them doing it because that's his thing. Or
What are you talking
It-
about?
Samuel L. Jackson
Well, if it's a
letting
government
somebody
back,
else
not a shield
control
thing,
the
he's saying.
Avengers.
But we don't know. Like I said, there's conflict. Like
No,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying.
we're
That could be one of the conflicts. He shows up
Yeah.
and like, what are you doing?
Also,
They
we
say,
know.
"Hey, you go away. You made Secret Invasion. We don't want you
Also,
around."
we know that Ross is going to turn into
The Red Hulk somehow.
So this whole government reaching out to do the
Yeah,
Avengers,
and there was
might
like the
not
thoughts
happen.
of people that were in the movie. Now they're not in the movie.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins
Is
is
not in the movie anymore because that was the
His
Cobra,
character has been
the
wrote
Serpent
out,
Society. But
unfortunately.
Giancarlo Esposito's still in it.
Yes, we don't know. He's trying
Don't know
to
what his
assassinate
character is.
the president.
Isn't what's his face from Oh Brother Art Thou? The leader, is he in it still?
I don't know.
Oh, the one from he was in the Incredible Hulk
Yes.
movie.
He was also
Where
Oh
he had
Brother Art Thou. I can
the
never
stuff
remember his
dripping
name.
on his brain, so his head went.
Correct.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
Liv Tyler is back as Ross's daughter,
Yes.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now.
I don't know. Sharon Carter's coming back.
Yes. Agent 13.
Yeah, she's coming. She may come back.
Yeah.
But that's about it. They don't have a lot of, it's a
'Cause
secret.
it was
till the movie
his
comes
name
out.
was something. It's like a 3-name name.
can't remember.
It's at the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. You're gonna say it. I'm gonna be so annoyed.
Johannes.
No.
Tim Blake Nelson.
Tim Blake Nelson. Yes. He was
Interesting.
rumored to be in it at one point.
I'm looking-
Johannes Huckler Johannes is in the cast now. That's interesting because he was in Vikings.
He is listed as Samuel Stearns in Captain America: Brave New World. On
Yeah,
IMDb.
it doesn't say what he is on Google. It just says his name.
We also get a
Tim
new
Blake
Falcon
Nelson?
character too.
Tim Blake Nelson. It has his name.
Yeah.
It has his character's name, Samuel Stearns. That's the guy who ends up with the.
Tim Blake Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
The
Samuel
leader.
Stearns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll find out.
And then the new guy that plays the new Falcon is also in it. He was in
He was in the show.
Yeah, he was in Falcon Winter Soldier, and he was in the trailer. He's the army guy that's like palling around with Sam Wilson.
Oh, I don't remember.
Did you watch Falcon Winter Soldier, right?
It was a while ago.
The guy that helps them out all the time.
Yeah,
He's
like the guy that was.
He's actually like
Sam's
actual
inside
army guy.
Yeah, he was like their contact in the military.
Gotcha.
And then I think they're still doing the thing with the other super soldier.
U.S. agent.
No,
he's in Thunderbolts.
No, but that was the one that they visited in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah. He's in it. Yeah.
Okay.
He
The thing is, I've seen so many trailers for this movie, and there was old trailers of things that aren't in the new stuff that they since the reshoots. So it's hard for me to remember which is in this one and which isn't.
We won't know until we see it.
Yeah,
because supposedly,
because who knows? We could be talking about him not being in the movie, and we go see it, and Seth Rollins could pop up in it. Who knows?
No, he did say he's not in it.
Well, that doesn't mean anything until
how many people have said they're not in a movie, Brian?
Huh?
How many people have said they're not?
No,
in
I
a movie?
literally watched an interview.
I know, but
Seth Rollins basically
I know,
said,
but that doesn't
I don't
mean
want
anything.
any of my fans to go to this movie thinking I'm in it. He goes, do not go. I am not in it. Literally his words.
Well,
he goes, I know only two people. His thing was, I know only two people would go to see me, but those two people, please don't go.
Becky and him.
Yeah.
his daughter or whatever.
Becky and his daughter. Yeah.
And then the guy, he interviews a lot of wrestlers. This is a brand new interview.
And Chris Van Fleet.
Yeah, he goes, so a lot of people thought you were the guy, the eyes, like one of the sniper or one of the gunmen.
Yeah.
Because of the eyes. He goes,
No, because he had like a skin.
so Seth
snake
Rollins goes,
skin jacket.
that wasn't me. He goes, you have sunken in eyes. It could have been you.
Yeah.
And he goes, it could have been me.
Yeah.
But a lot of people thought it was Seth. It
Yeah.
did look eye-wise. It did match his kind of
very
sunken
much.
in eyes.
Very much so.
But Seth Rollins literally said, do not go thinking you're going to see me.
I mean,
you will not
he's
see
going to
me.
be busy fighting Finn Balor next week, so you can't be doing that.
I know. Coup de grace, baby.
Coup de grace.
Anyway, so next week, we'll be back on Monday, and we're going to
Yes.
give our review of Captain America.
Yes, Brave New World. Yes.
And I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I am. Harrison Ford, I think the plot sounds interesting. I'm interested for Avengers 2.0.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be more civil, like not Winter Soldier vibe than
Yes.
Other
More
Captain
grounded.
America.
And this
Yeah.
kind of kicks off a new era
yes,
of
a new phase.
A new phase for MCU,
Yeah,
which is nice.
phase 5.
We had a nice palate cleanser with Deadpool and Wolverine last
Yes.
year.
A
And
reset.
I feel
if you
like
will.
this is like, get us back.
Yeah,
Let's go, baby. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
I want good MCU movies. This
Yeah.
is what I want.
yeah. I'm with you.
So I'm boring, Mark. He's so
No,
tired
sorry.
already. You up all night?
No. Just the weather just makes me tired.
Makes you tired.
But I do have to agree about the trailer things because I remember the first few had Isaiah like busting into the Oval Office or whatever,
Well, he
jumping
was like
out of the Oval
busting
Office.
through like a glass pane or
yeah,
something in there.
and now I don't think I've seen anything with him in it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't know if So we'll see.
Yeah.
I know I've seen the Tide commercial more than I've seen anything else, unfortunately. But
Tide commercial.
there's a Captain America Tide commercial
Oh, yeah.
that they play constantly during sporting events, and I've seen it immensely too
Is that
often.
what those guys are standing and they get splashed
Standing
with
at,
something?
they get hit with debris from a Hulk, and they're like, "Oh, you got to use Tide to get all this Hulk dust out of your system."
Hulk dust.
So it reminds me of what was that sideline story of the people that like deal with the aftermath of Marvel
there was
stuff?
a sitcom for like a season on like UPN or something.
But it was also
Sidekicks or something.
NBC. No,
But
they
it-
cleaned up.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
like cleaning
but
crew. for
wasn't
like
that based off a
For
comic?
superheroes.
Yeah,
Was that based off a comic too?
it was
No.
based off a comic.
It was
off a
not-
graphic novel, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, but it wasn't tied to Marvel.
No,
or
no.
No,
DC
but it
or
was
anything.
based off a graphic novel, I believe.
I want to say it was part of Marvel though.
I don't think it had. You can look it up. You're
Yeah,
the producer.
I want to say it was on ABC or something.
It's NBC, I believe.
Was it?
ABC or NBC?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't.
I think it was around the time of Shield, so that's why
It
I
was
thought
when the Avengers were big.
Yeah.
Like when the Avengers first
Yeah.
came out and everybody was capitalizing on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's called Damage Control.
Damage Control.
Damage Control. Koda
He won
Kai.
last night.
Yes.
Koda Kai returned out of nowhere.
She's been back for a while.
she came
what
back
are you talking
la-
about?
I
This
feel
is
like,
her first
I hadn't
match.
seen
Dude,
her.
she's been back for like a couple weeks now.
No, this wasn't even her first match. She
No.
wrestled last week.
Yeah, she
Was
wrestled.
she in the Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the Rumble.
I don't know why. It's like last night I was like, whoa, there's Dakota Kai out of nowhere.
Liv Morgan got, man, that rip right here,
Yeah,
right across her face.
She got. What happens when your tag team partner tries to pick you up and can't, and then just starts swinging you around weirdly?
Oh, God. Brutal. But, man, it was a good match. That was like what
was it?
My favorite. It was a great match.
Oh, everyone take a drink.
It was a fantastic match. It was actually my favorite of the evening.
It's like the podcast drinking
ABC.
game.
Huh?
It was on ABC.
ABC, there we go.
You got it.
2015.
Wow. That was a while ago. 10 years ago. Time flies. We're having fun. Next year's 250 years of America.
As it comes to
And
an end.
that's the end.
And that's it.
Did you watch?
Decided to throw
Did you
caution
watch-
into the wind.
We're going back to what we did.
We're going back.
Did you guys watch Daily Show?
I do. I watched the
Yes.
Daily
Did you
Show
see
thing with
what-
John Oliver. I saw that. It was very good.
I haven't watched that yet. Yes.
It was
Oh,
very
it's
good.
hilarious.
very
I gotta
good.
watch it tonight.
John Oliver
He's
just in
comes
the
back Sunday
background.
night.
I know. I miss John Oliver.
I know.
We watched Jon Stewart segments,
Ugh, man, it's been tough.
but it's tough to watch right now. It's depressing.
It's just tough to watch like anything without John Oliver to make
I
it.
think John
make it
Oliver,
better.
in my opinion, is better than Jon Stewart. I think
Well,
his
John
show
Stewart's
is,
he's more of the cable version.
but I think John Oliver. I think it's like
It's like basic
well
cable
thought
to
out.
premium cable.
There's a lot of research. I'm not saying they don't do it, but like I think Jon Stewart, his time had passed, and I know they brought him back because
ratings.
of what? Yeah, like well, Trevor
Money.
Noah didn't want to do it anymore,
Yes,
and I think John
his Apple
Stewart.
TV Plus show didn't really take off.
Yeah,
so,
that did not
yeah,
work.
it did not work out very well.
I think he does a great job. I still watch his segments on the Daily Show, but I think others on that show do better almost.
yeah,
so.
I feel like the
Klepper is my
Daily
favorite.
Show like invented it, and John Oliver's show perfected it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Because they do the one a week, and they have the time to like prepare.
Yes, and they do one
Whereas
thing.
the
and they
Daily
go-
Show, like it's week daily, so they have to like
Yes, it's a lot.
churn it.
Yeah.
So you don't get
And-
the time to dive into things.
Unfortunately, I think sometimes they might be hindered because they are owned by a major corporation. Not saying John Oliver isn't,
Well, yeah, he's owned by Discovery. So
but John Oliver, they get away with a lot.
Yeah.
And they could probably say a lot more. But
they're on cable as opposed to
well, they're on cable
basic.
too. They're on basic cable.
premium cable as opposed to basic.
And I feel like
a big difference.
that could hinder some things they
Yeah.
can say.
Well, like if I remember correctly, even Jon Stewart goes at the beginning of last night's show. He's like, "We had a whole show planned, and we had to start over because of everything that happened." It's like,
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see. Good to see John Oliver back
Yeah.
on the Daily Show.
But wrestling Monday night, last night we had Raw.
Fantastic.
Logan Paul qualified for the Elimination Chamber.
Still a great match though. It was good. It was entertaining. I just didn't
I mean,
want
no
it to
one
win.
like who expected Rey Mysterio to do anything.
I know, but he
Every
is-
time he comes out, Claire's like, "Can you just retire, please? Just stop." Like,
why? Because he's always losing.
Rey Mysterio. She just feels bad for him. She's like,
Why?
"Why are you doing this to
Rey
yourself?"
Mysterio.
well, last night he
still
had
good.
He's like
the
60.
the like
Yeah.
stretch bands up and down his
He's like,
arms, and
yeah, it's just like, dude,
But he still can do it.
can he though?
He
or
did.
Is, like the matches slowed down to make him look better.
I don't know, but he still did a good job. He still, I thought it was an entertaining
Yeah.
match. It was a good way to
I
end
did
the
have to
show.
say there was a lot of blood last night. A lot of people bled last night.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't
You
know
know who looks old now? I know he has really good hair, but AJ,
AJ Styles?
Styles.
He's always looked old to me.
He's
he came
always
back, he looks
has always
way
had
old
I
now.
know, but he has always had that old person.
But now he
face.
looks like a really old guy.
you know
Yeah.
what? You know what it is though.
He looks like the guys you see in all like the YouTube ads for like Gen X and all those things. They're all like super ripped, but they're all like old, like skin looking.
Yeah, you know what he looks like.
He took his shirt off. I was like, oh, AJ, no.
He looks like an '80s rocker. He looks like he's.
Yeah.
He looks like someone that came off
Yeah.
what's name of band? Death
Rat?
Leppard, Death Leppard,
Rat.
or any Rat,
Cinderella.
Strider,
Poison.
any of those Poison. Yeah, like he's got that look.
Striper?
Strider?
Striper?
Is it Striper or Strider?
Jeez, here we go.
I don't know. Am I thinking Strider?
But Brian mentioned it last night. I was like, oh, he's got amazing hair and everything. I remember when he was the buzz cut guy with like the
Yeah, he's got the
mini
Rachel
mohawk.
He's got the Rachel. AJ, Rachel,
Strider.
Strider,
Styles.
Strider, Striper, Strikeout. I don't know. He's bands.
You're the music guy.
Yeah, but I don't listen to hair bands. I'm not a hair band guy. But he looks like he's someone.
Okay, he could be in one of those bands.
Yes, he looks like a hair band guy. But it's interesting how they dropped that heel move against Cody Rhodes. That is completely.
Well, because he literally hurt his heel,
I
so
know.
he couldn't do it anymore. He was such a bad heel that he hurt his own heel that they had to get rid of it completely.
Him going after Dirty Dom is actually kind of nice. I kind of like that. I like that direction.
Did anyone else notice that they've basically just ended the Judgment Day without telling anybody?
Well, they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah, not like they met.
And one of them's in.
Like
They're,
they had like
they're
one
in the
meeting
death
thing, and then they're
throes.
like,
It's in the death throes,
It's
especially
not-
since
yeah,
it's no
it's
JD.
like- now they're talking about bringing in another person.
Yes.
But then, like, you know what I mean?
Carlito does nothing but eat
He
apples.
doesn't do anything but apples and just go. That's not cool.
Yes, and then all of a sudden he's like
Wearing
head,
his purple jeans.
Yeah, in his purple jeans. He's getting
Purple
beat
skinny
up.
jeans.
He doesn't do anything. They could really get rid of him and get someone else in there.
Yeah.
Because what's his face got really injured, so he's been
Yes.
out.
Yeah. So he's been out for a while.
And Finn, he
But I was like,
seems like he's
my
on
first
his
thought was
own.
like, who's he gonna get? Like, who would you put in there?
Who would go in the Judgment Day nicely? They need somebody.
Yeah. If they're gonna put somebody in there, who would be that person?
I mean, would it be a permanent member or just someone in there in the meantime?
Well, I would assume it would be somebody permanent. You're not gonna just bring someone in part time and then be like, when JD comes back, be like, hey, thanks for all your service. See you later.
I mean,
Well, unfortunately, I think that's what happened with Carlito. Was he was only supposed to be in there for a little bit, and they just
Well, yeah, he would
Lost
take over
any-
our truth spot.
Yeah.
Kinda. They kind of just made him like the resident member.
yeah, the goofy guy,
Yeah.
the apple eater.
Yeah.
You can eat
The comedy
apples.
relief guy.
The comedy relief, Carlito's way.
no. The real comedy was, did you notice when Gunther threw his jacket at Pat
He
McAfee?
blasted that kid
He
in the face.
Oh my God! And
Pat ducked, and then he felt so bad about it. He like turned around, he's like, "I'm so sorry."
that hit that
you
kid.
can hear him
You
talking.
square
Are
the
you
kid.
okay?
Hit him
You hear the
square
kid
in the
you can hear it
face.
hit the kid's face, like the
You hear the
the kid's like head goes back,
Luckily, he looked fine. They showed him,
and the kid's
he
like
just,
kid's like
his-
touching his head, like you tell like the zipper
the
like
zipper
wrapped
got him
like,
in
right
the eye.
face.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
The problem is the thing about that is Gunther will be the one to get in trouble for it. It's like don't throw it towards the crowd.
Well,
Well, because that's I think the was
Throw it
supposed to
at
be
the ground
He
if
was
you're gonna
supposed to
throw
throw it
anything.
at Pat, but it was supposed to like hit the wall.
Well, yeah,
And he just
He
launched it.
winged it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I didn't. That was a great cover shot of Jey Uso. All you saw was
Well,
heads
from the crowd, then you just see him disappear.
And then all of a sudden
Peter,
he
no,
fall,
no!
and my first initial reaction was, did he really just fall? That was like my
well, because
initial.
the announcers are like, "Oh no, what's going on?" Where'd he come from?
I just saw that, and then they showed it from the other angle.
Yeah.
But I liked how they kind of disguised it.
It was only like
he just
I
fell.
don't know. How long was it?
It was only like
live.
10 minutes.
No, the show.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Two-
Okay,
two and a
that's how
half.
long it was when I
Yeah.
watched it. So
Yeah,
I was kind of surprised it was a short episode last night.
it's always been about 2 hours 30 minutes.
I
We
don't
haven't
think-
hit the
like I said-
3-hour
like
mark
I
since
said,
the first one.
I don't think the commercials don't change. Just the commercials change. Like the time, it doesn't feel like it changes that much of the show.
No.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the thing. Like if it was live, it was 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like when I watched it, it was like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Right.
But
Yeah.
there was no like when the commercial breaks would happen, it just would skip.
Yes, it just goes right back to the show.
Oh. See,
Fine.
when you're watching it live, it does that.
No, when you're watching it live, it goes to a 3-minute commercial.
Oh.
But then if I rewound to watch some scenes again,
Oh, that's
and
why.
then it would
Then it
just
would skip it.
It would just go to black, back up.
Yeah.
Black, and I only caught the last commercial because
Yeah.
I was catching up.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was like 2 hours and 30.
That's what I mean is when you're watching it later, I don't know why, but it's not that much of a difference in the actual length of the show.
Yeah.
No, because the commercials aren't. There's not that many commercial breaks.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5, maybe.
Yeah. But it was good though.
Yeah, it was actually a
It was
really
a good
good
episode.
Raw. Yeah.
Zipped right through.
I'm really excited for Elimination.
I'm not talking too
Chamber.
much about it because Claire hasn't seen it yet because I got home late last night.
Oh,
so
Monday?
She went to bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if she's watching this before she watches Raw, I don't want to like spoil anything.
We just literally spoiled everything.
Oh
No. The only one we did was Logan Paul. We didn't say anything about anything.
Yeah,
else.
Logan Paul, but I mean everyone figured Logan Paul was going to win that
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
So
You're,
far,
you're okay, Mark. It
in
was you,
women we have.
Well, don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't say
You
it.
literally
You
said
can't-
don't spoil it, and then this is you. So I'm gonna spoil
Well,
it.
there's other matches that happened on Friday night.
You
But
dig your own grave.
Bianca qualified.
Yes, Bianca.
Liv qualified.
Yes.
That was last week, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
And who else on Friday night qualified?
I got to look
Was
it
there a
up now.
third one?
Last
I
night.
think, no, this would have been the fourth.
This has been the fourth last night.
Yeah.
The Bailey Valkyria match was
Bailey.
the fourth person.
Bailey.
Well, now you ruined it.
Brian!
I was really sad.
Wasn't me.
Valkyria. I really
Why
wanted
would
her.
she go in there?
I wanted
It doesn't
her
make
in there.
sense. It doesn't make sense for her to go in.
I'm
It literally
I-
doesn't make
I'm
I'm
sense.
didn't talk
turning.
about yet.
I sounded like you in my head. I go. I'm kind of overseeing Bailey and everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
She doesn't do anything. I really
Well, I know,
wanted.
but she's like the stalwart.
She's going to be at the All-Star game, though.
Oh, yeah.
I like her, but I kind of
NBA
want.
All-Star
I
game.
want to see someone else in there. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
Lyra's not, like, there
It
yet.
did, but like,
I would take Lyra.
I
Jess
don't,
has
I
no
don't
personality
understand,
whatsoever.
but I
I was
also don't
hoping she would
understand why
turn
you would
heel
put
last
someone
night.
with a belt
was-
in that match. There's no reason for someone who has a championship.
No, if you
to
have an
go
like,
into the Elimination
there's no reason
Chamber.
why Chelsea should be in there either.
Yeah.
Because it's just you already have a
Yes,
belt.
but it's Chelsea Green.
I know, but you're taking away another match that could be on the show, basically.
And then, but the other problem is you're making that person with the belt lose.
Yeah,
So you're making them look less
exactly.
important.
Yeah, so you're like devaluing
But
the
they
belt.
do have smaller belts, so it's not that big
Yeah.
of a deal.
No, but that's what I mean. Is if you, especially with like newer belts,
Well, it's anything.
you
any
don't want to make
champion.
them look weak.
But
Independent
Josh,
champion.
they could get 2 belts. We've had that in the past.
No,
You've had
yeah,
2
I know,
belts.
but that's what I'm saying.
She had the same championship though. Wasn't like a lower
She didn't have a
championship.
lot.
and a
It's
higher
not like she
championship.
had the
Last person I
a
think was
tag
like
and a whatever.
Razor Ramon.
yeah.
I think had the Intercontinental and the championship. Remember that being a thing back in the day. That used to be how it would work. Like if you won Intercontinental Championship,
It
that'd
set
be like
you
the
up.
person that was being set up to be the next champion.
Yes, you move up the ladder.
Now it's just a belt
yeah,
that you just hold on to, like Braun Breaker, and just have long staring contests with AJ Styles in the back. for
that
no
was
apparent
pretty
reason.
good.
In a
I
cowboy
want to see
hat.
that match.
I was like, why?
That was. I want to see.
He's in a thing with like 4 other people right now. Why AJ Styles now all of a sudden?
I want to see Braun Breaker.
Like you still have
just-
Sheamus going on. You still have Ludwig Kaiser going on. You still have, I think there's one other person he's
because I think they're
fighting with.
what they're doing is
It's like-
building. They're seeing what sticks because after Elimination Chamber, we're going to WrestleMania. So.
Well, and that's the plan, yes.
Yeah, so I think they're getting
Yeah,
like
Jay picked his guy last night.
Mark,
we all knew it was going to be Gunther.
spoilers.
I mean,
We all knew.
it was gonna be
We all
Gunther.
knew
We
it
all
wasn't
knew
going to be
Gunther.
Cody.
He's
no
not going
way.
after Cody, no.
Yes, it
No.
was.
But it does make it more interesting now to have that in your
Yes,
like periphery of when we're going into picking.
for
You
Elimination
know
Chamber.
who he's going after, so
Yes.
it makes it more like it narrows down the possibilities.
It's going to be
a little bit.
interesting.
Yes, it does.
Huh?
Because it's going to be interesting because now you're setting up who would be a better show.
As
to
soon
go
as-
up against
I will
Cody.
say this, and I'm giving you my pick now for Elimination Chamber for my winner.
No, don't.
No,
Don't say it.
No, just from off what happened last night. My thought process. As soon as Jay picked Gunther, I just, in my out loud to myself, said, well, Cena's now winning the
Yeah,
Elimination
that's I
Chamber.
said the same thing.
You think so?
Because if
That
you're
would be
going to
a
put
great
Cena in
WrestleMania.
Elimination Chamber and not have him win, then he's not headlining WrestleMania. And it's the guy's last WrestleMania ever. Why would you have him do that big promo at the end of Royal Rumble, after Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
to then put him in the Elimination Chamber,
To have him lose
to then
again.
not have him win the Elimination Chamber, to then go on to go after the
So
championship?
you're thinking they're gonna put a Cody Rhodes and John Cena match?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then Brian, think about it. No matter how that match ends, say John wins it. Now you're setting up because it was sort of mentioned last night. Well, you
'cause-
didn't fight your way into the Elimination Chamber, so you
yes.
don't deserve
They
it.
already started
Yeah.
setting up the Punk
Right.
Yes.
thing, talking about Cena.
You don't deserve
Yes.
it because you didn't fight your
So
way
now
in.
you got, because they've already set up previously, Seth Rollins, CM Punk,
Yep.
Drew McIntyre
Yep.
in a 3-way.
Yes.
That's floating out in the ether.
Yep.
You've already set up, now you've set up CM Punk after WrestleMania, because he's not going to, like either Seth or Drew's going to cost him the chance to go to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Might be both of them. So in that case, then, if he's not going to WrestleMania to fight for the championship, Logan Paul's not going to be the one to win.
No.
And whoever other,
We don't know.
Person goes in.
We got like what? 2 more people?
yeah.
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
both at 4.
Yeah.
They could use a CM Punk.
Well, they have Jacob.
Seth
It's Jacob, Braun, and Damian on Friday for a spot.
Yes. Is that a three-way?
It is a three-way.
Ooh.
So
And I think the women's have a three-way,
assuming Jacob will go in.
Yeah, he's a killer.
But he'll be the guy that gets ganged up on and taken out, if it's him or Damian.
Could you see Jacob and Cody?
That doesn't make sense.
No.
You say it doesn't make sense.
No, but I'm just saying.
You're gonna have Solo Cody at Chamber.
Yeah.
For the championship. So that's already determined after last Friday when Solo came in and spiked him.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that's where they're heading in that direction again for some reason. So anyway, so back to the Cena thing. So Cena, why do the whole thing? Not put him in the if you're putting him in the Elimination Chamber.
If you're already giving
the
him the
process
spot.
is he's going to like.
We said that about Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but this one's more. If he doesn't win Elimination Chamber,
okay.
If Cena doesn't win Elimination Chamber, what do you then do with him at WrestleMania?
That's a very good question because he could just say,
especially when it's his last WrestleMania ever.
He could say, "I'm going to take on so and so."
Yeah, but you're going to make it. You're going to make it a spectacle. You're taking away
the one spot to give.
You're
going to
want to make it a spectacle because it's John Cena's last WrestleMania.
It's his last WrestleMania, so you want him to be the if you're selling the show.
Yeah.
To anybody, your selling point is going to be John Cena in his last WrestleMania
for the
is going for the 17th championship
to break the
which
record.
Will make him the new record holder for amount of championships. And he's fighting his replacement, basically.
The face of WWE.
Yeah, he's fighting the new face of WWE. So it's back when he fought Hogan, kind of, and he fought The Rock. It's like that kind of.
He fought all those guys.
Rock fought Hogan, and then Cena fought Rock. It was like that switch of the face of the company kind of thing.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So now you're like setting that up in my thought process.
All right, well, save it.
And I think Cena will win.
Okay. Well,
the end. The WrestleMania as well.
We will get there. I don't know if I'm sold on that, but it's a good thought process.
Yes.
I mean, we all thought Cena would have won Royal Rumble. I mean,
I didn't think he'd win Royal Rumble.
I could at least.
No, I picked CM Punk.
No, I picked CM Punk.
I picked Cena.
Josh picked Cena.
But watching that, it made more sense for him to lose it.
Yeah.
To give him more momentum into WrestleMania.
If I had I thought about after it happened, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't see that coming.
Right. It made more sense to have Jay win it.
It made more sense
and
to have
go
Jay
after
win.
Gunther because that
then Jay
storyline
doesn't
makes
have
more
to do
sense.
the effort to get to Gunther.
Right. Because the whole fighting of, you're not good enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough.
Also, we've already seen Jay and Gunther fight.
Yes,
so
but he got really close to it, though.
Yeah.
He got really close.
I wasn't thinking about that because we've already seen them fight and Jay lost. So I was like, well, okay, we're moving on, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's what it means. It set this up.
It's interesting to look at it I call it the 22 player view. Like in NFL, they have the very high camera, like the coach cam view that shoots over top of everything. And in hockey, when we do the camera at the Wolfpack, it's all 10 men on the ice. To see it from that perspective, that's how I started doing it. I started stepping back and seeing it the
story-wise. You
story-wise, how is this gonna I know emotionally there's certain things we want to see happen, but what makes sense story-wise? What are the seeds they're planting in the shows?
Yeah, we still
because if you go back and watch, you think about it after the fact. If you think about Jay winning the Royal Rumble now, it makes complete sense why he won.
Well, he's still huge.
No, there really wasn't another option to put into that spot.
Yeah, him and Gunther we all knew. We still have we have 2 SmackDowns and a Raw. Technically, a Raw and a SmackDown, and the last SmackDown is not going to really count because it's the day before. Nothing major ever happens.
Well, that'd be the go-home show where you just kind of promote the event the next day.
So I think we'll have a better picture next week. Do we pick next week?
No, week after.
Week after.
Yeah, we have 2 weeks.
Oh, my God.
We have 2 Mondays.
Okay, so the 17th, the 24th, 25th.
So it's not next Monday. It's not next
the
Tuesday.
The 24th is when we'll pick.
It'll be the Monday.
Yes. So we picked.
It's not next Monday, but the following Monday.
Yeah, so we're getting close.
Yeah.
That's right. We're doing it on Monday. That's right.
Yeah.
But we should
It's my dad's birthday.
It's your dad's birthday.
The 24th.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll have to.
He'd been 71.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You should bring
72.
in a Stafford hat. We can have him in the center.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
his
Josh will
honor.
have stuff back there.
There you go.
Yeah, he's good
Well,
at that stuff.
There you go. All right, we should wrap it up.
All right.
We'll be back next week. We're giving our review of Captain America: A Brave New World.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
getting
it's gonna
pumped
be.
for it.
I'll get more excited as we get closer to it, I think.
Yeah. 2 days. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
Thursday, I'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wrap this up, and we'll see you all next week. As always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind. Please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Good night, Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about it all, but the graphics. How do you guys like the new graphics and everything for the show?
Well, we love them. I think people like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't mention anything about it. That's all. Just checking.
Who?
You guys.
We literally talked about this
We
last
talked about it last show,
Yeah.
Mark.
No, not this stuff, but like on the show itself.
We
that
did.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Yeah, we had this whole discussion.
We had you started the show talking about the new graphics.
No, not those. Like during the show graphics that I put on the actual show.
Oh, I don't watch the show
Oh,
after
I
we're
didn't
done.
notice. I don't watch the show either.
You guys suck.
Wait,
I hate both of you.
You expect me to watch the show
We just did
after
the
I've
show.
been
Why are we
on
watching the show? I
You
didn't.
guys used to pick at me about it all the time that I don't listen to the show.
Yeah, but we did it. Why are we going to listen to it?
Well, there's new
I will-
graphics.
I
Check
will-
them out.
I will check it out. Thank
Guys
you.
on the show.
Thank you, Mark.
I'm
So
sorry,
glad I put
Mark.
forth the effort.
I have to be here to watch it in the first place.
So
and
glad I
press
put forth
the
all the
buttons.
effort to
I-
put new graphics together.
I
I got
will-
new, like subscribe, like animation and everything.
All right. Well, I'll check it
We
out.
have new individual colored graphics now.
Okay.
Since
That match
hey,
the
since,
new
I didn't
logo.
know.
since I've been working on the show, I don't watch it anymore. So you've lost a listener. So
Well, yeah. I mean, not that we had that many to begin with. But,
I know,
yeah.
but why would I watch it? I've already sat
No, I
through
know.
it
I
for
was
an
just
hour
I
and a
didn't know
half.
if you guys had a chance to take a look at it. It's on the YouTube and everything.
Okay.
You share the video, so I
Yes.
figured you at least look at it for
Yeah,
a
no,
microsecond.
honestly, just hit share. I don't.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
thanks.
check it out, Mark.
So glad I put forth all that effort.
Thank you, Mark.
All
we
the work
appreciate
I
Oh,
put into
Mark,
it.
thank you so
Thank you.
much
We're
for
not
all my
worthy.
friends.
We're not
nothing.
worthy.
For nothing. I hate both of you.
Hey, goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
right, bye-bye.
See you, Rocky.
Oh, my Lord.
Bye, Bobby.
Oh,
Night,
my
Howard.
Lanta.
Howard.
Oh, my Lanta.
Good night, Josh.
Good night, Josh.
Tear up.
Oh, yeah.